Hello and welcome to another tip. Today we're going to see some example of client-side attacks. So far what we saw was several techniques where we leverage vulnerabilities on specific client based on the service running on that client and on open ports on that specific clients. This time we're going to use a different approach. So we're going to create the server and we're gonna have our victim machine connect to it in order to exploit it through social engineering techniques, phishing, or other possible techniques. Alright, you see, I'm going to use a module called browser autobound 2, and you see that options for this type of attacks are a little different. We have server port and server host. Now I like to change server port to 80 because it's easier. And another value we want to change is URI path. Otherwise it's going to generate random URLs and it's pretty annoying. We need to set up a payload and I'm going to use the usual reverse TCP shell. Easy peasy. Always make sure you have the correct options by double checking, because I attempted to exploit the system before and I had a wrong path here. The URI path was wrong, it was random and I couldn't exploit the system. Additionally, want to set up a couple of advanced options. The first one is exit on session false. Normally when your session dies for whatever reason, like it dies on you or the victim closes the program you're using, it dies. This way it will stay open and will reconnect every time. Prepend migrate allows you to automatically migrate this process to a new one, more stable, because these type of attacks are very unstable. In fact, all the payload is in the browser, and if it crashes, which is very likely, or the user closes it, you lose your session. So what it does, it spawns another process so we can automatically migrate to it, and we gotta be very fast because it's very unstable. You'll see that in a while, very soon. I actually want to make sure I have the correct options, and that's where I failed before. An important notation is that when you set up exit on session false, you need to use exploit-j, because it runs the exploit as a background job. Otherwise you're gonna have an interpreter complaining about that. You see that the exploit automatically runs a bunch of modules attempting to exploit the victim machine. Now it generated a URL that we need to open on XP. So I'm going to open up Internet Explorer and I'm gonna head to this URL, and apparently nothing's going on XP, but in the background you see on Kali there's a bunch of stuff running, a bunch of possible exploit attempts going on, until we got a session like this. You see, we don't get automatically popped up into a new session. But we can use this command. Sadly though, like I said, this is a very unstable exploit. Looks like I'm going to crash because I'm not going anywhere, and as a matter of fact my command was timed out. It looks like I'm unable to do anything here. We were able to see the processes though, and you see that we're trying to automatically migrate to a new process that Meterpreter created for us in order to avoid this problem, but we were unsuccessful, and very likely our session died. You see that now we're trying to exploit the system once again. It's all automated. That's why I set up those two advanced options. And another session is created. You see that we're trying to migrate to a new process once again. But apparently we got stuck once more. Okay, I'm gonna try and connect to a new session, but I don't know why it turned out to be wrong. That's the only command I can run. Apparently I'm unable to do anything here. But looks like we have two open sessions, so this time I can access to another session, and we successfully migrated, so this time we could keep our session open. And I don't know why it keeps being wrong. I don't know why I have this in memory somewhere. And let's see what we can do now. Okay, now we see the user we logged in as, and we could get a privilege escalation, so we're pretty good with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're gonna keep going on client-side attacks in the next one. Bye bye.